hello everyone. I am beep. I am the... I don't know why that was like...
Caught you off guard.
A little bit. I am ThePsychicGamer, and I have a friend here.
Stage 4 cancer.
Yes, terminal cancer here. Josh, a.k.a. Shrek, or Sonic. Or... You know, just... He's a meme. But we're here, and we're playing Metal Gear Solid Trey.
Snake Eater.
Yes, the Snake Eater.
Tactical espionage action.
Ooh, that's
like the subtitle for all of them, actually.
It's very sensual.
Yeah, very sensual.
It's a very romantic and touching story. Oh man, that music.
Yeah.
We're actually going to turn that down here.
You're turn it down? You can't dirt down Snake Eater.
True.
What am I doing anyways?
Boo, 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 boo.
Really low.
But yeah, this is a game related to murder and death and stuff, right? Actually, I've never played a single Metal Gear Solid game. Josh has played most of them, so...
Yeah, I'm introducing him to the series. It is so much more than that.
Good.
I'm offended.
I mean, I assumed that it was, but...
You already did the damage.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for tilting you. Or triggering you.
You tilted me? Wait, you forward tilt me or back tilt me?
Oh man, I up tilted you. Mario up tilt.
Not Link.
Mario up tilt's really good. It's the one that does like a 0 to 40 combo. Anyways.
That might be too low. For the mic.
Well, it captures through here. So the mic doesn't...
I knew that.
Yeah. There you go.
That.
Good. Okay. So, that's a nice background, actually.
Yeah. Actually, you can actually alter the colors here.
I like the graphics.
Yeah. That's really cool.
It's very nice.
So, new game. For you, you're playing the MGS series for the first time.
Yes.
So, I mean, personally, this would be my choice, but...
We're going to go with that one for now.
Normal.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because we are not bitches.
We're not scrubs.
I forgot. Just put in a little,
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West.
Ooh.
This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That's fun. Good times.
Oh, beautiful times.
Oh, yeah.
Not knowing if you're going to die.
Yeah. Nuclear war?
Huh. Totally not a theme that we're dealing with together today.
Oh, no, of course not. Definitely not. So when was this made?
This was, I think, honestly, I honestly forgot. It probably was 06 or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Really? Okay. So the same era as Sonic 06.
Let's not talk about that. that never happened.
That's the only thing that's prominent about
06. Where's the case? The video game case.
Oh man, those graphics.
We really want this game remastered. They actually released remastered cutscenes on a pachinko machine in Japan, and it upset so many people because they want an actual remastered game, but they just remastered a few cutscenes for a slot machine, basically.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
Huh.
Put out that cigar.
Wow, he seemed mad.
A little bit.
Good acting there. Is that Snake?
That is Naked Snake.
That's Naked Snake.
Yes.
Okay. I know literally nothing about this series, so
okay.
The only thing I know about Snake is from Brawl.
I don't want to say too much, so
okay.
I'll let you experience it.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf? He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Mosque?
Mosque.
Mosque.
He kind of has that accent.
Oh man. Dramatic sticker. That.
I always thought the part was weird.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
This one's not as bad as the one I was telling you about, number 4, but some of its cutscenes can be just a tad lengthy. Not too bad.
That's
Nothing
okay.
near as bad as 4.
Yeah, I heard 4 has the half-hour long cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
There is another part in this game that I don't want to spoil it, but it's something that's ridiculously long. That we'll get to. You know, I think you'll enjoy that part. But I'm just warning you though that sometimes it can be a little lengthy in the game itself.
That's fine.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop
So
off.
you try.
Oh man.
Activate the alarm model.
This is one for the history.
Wow, he's edgy because he's a scar.
Yeah, I never explained that.
10 seconds to drop
Where we got it
off.
from?
Stand by.
It builds character.
Yeah, pretty much.
Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off.
That color change was interesting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spread your wings and fly. God be with you.
That was beautiful. That was very poetic, actually.
You know, they do their best.
Do a barrel roll. It's Sonic. Sonic.
Yes.
Directed by Hideo.
Kojima. And also do pay really close attention
Jack, I've
in
got
this
some
game.
important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission.
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't
His
get
voice.
cocky, this isn't a training.
It's very edgy.
Right. So what
Right.
exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well,
I love it. His voice is
about
beautiful.
2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
The Earth was blue.
Well spoken.
Yeah, he's.
The rocket that carried Yuri
You
Gagarin
could,
to
honestly,
Mars
I love
was
it.
the A1.
Oh no, I'm enjoying it a lot.
Okay.
It's just really
Sokolov was
funny.
the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's
Do you use
flight,
actual video for
Sokolov
this?
left rocket
Yeah.
development,
Okay, that's
become
cool.
the head of the newly established
I don't know why I was like
Soviet
questioning it
Union.
was like still like
From a
computer
local technician
made,
to head of a design
but it's put a
bureau.
filter over it.
That's
But yeah,
quite a
no, that's
success
all.
Story. So why do you let it affect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence.
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October
man.
16, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles.
That's not computer generated.
Yeah, no, it totally is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs
No.
gonna get rid of them anyway.
So dismissive.
You are just wrong.
Either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital and handed him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my side.
Spoopy.
Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. Once more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No. Missile.
No.
No.
Everything you say is wrong.
You are just incorrect.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev
Big.
was ready to pull out a Cuba to get it back.
Wink.
Is
Oh, man.
Sokolov still in the facility?
Bigly.
No, according to our
No.
intelligence, it's in Salino Valley, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
Virgin Cliffs.
Excuse me.
Nice name for a virgin.
You're not
station.
excused.
They
Damn.
moved him there just
I
recently.
tried.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, and it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
There's a
That
word for a
was
second there. Yeah.
a 13-minute long-ish
Cutscene.
cutscene.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
They're not all that bad.
It goes right to another cutscene.
Yeah, this
No,
is,
it's good. That was actually interesting, though.
yeah. It's pretty important. Like, I don't know if you know about DSP.
Kind of.
Yeah, he tried to do some Let's Plays of Metal Gear Solid, and he wouldn't pay attention at all during the cutscenes, and then he'd complain that he's, like, confused, doesn't know what's going on. And he would just, like, he's just an asshat, honestly. But
I'll rely on you to for this Let's Play.
well, I've beaten the game once. So
That's good. That's good enough for me.
We'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking. Wow, those effects are so cool.
Wow.
Wow.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. Combat.
His voice is so good.
I know. And David Hayter
Think Sokolov
is just amazing.
That's beautiful. Is he the same voice actor for all of them?
The arm
Yeah.
can handle up to
Good.
500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sexy.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Ha 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 ha.
Christ.
Dies.
I'd like, that's comfortable. That's
Oh, yeah.
comforting. Thank you.
I don't know. There's probably a lot of food resources in the jungle.
Actually, it's one of the major themes of this game that was different from the other ones. Was that, like, you have, like, a hunger or a stamina meter, and you need to keep it up by eating. And, like, your stamina drains actually pretty easily. So
Oh.
you need to, like, you know.
So what you're telling me is it's Minecraft.
Yeah, this is just much better Minecraft.
Good. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Okay. I thought he was about to jump off the cliff.
Yeah, actually, that would suck. So, no, I guess nuclear holocaust. Here we come.
Hey. That pose, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's so dramatic. Oh man. He's a jaguar. That's like a cat pose. That's a very hard place to land. Because if he was just like slightly miscalculated, he would have died.
Yeah.
Oh man, the dramatic reveal. So this is Naked Snake, you said?
Yeah. I don't want to elaborate too much on that yet.
Okay.
Just because, yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anyone watching this series is probably, or watching this right now, probably knows a little bit about it, but I know you don't, so.
Yeah, I am very naive about the series. If that's the right way of saying it.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Sure, let's go with that.
One more cutscene.
Oh man.
Already in enemy territory. Somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Ah.
I'll be referring to you as Snake
See?
from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever...
I'm glad to know that you've eaten snakes.
Because you're going to be eating a lot, buddy.
Oh
What
man.
about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom.
You'll be Snake.
And I'll be Tom.
Not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear?
It's funny because Snake's name's actually Tom, and Tom's name's actually...
In other words, weapons and equipment are
Snake.
prepared on site.
Sure.
That goes for food
let's
as
roll
well.
that.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
completely naked, just as your name implies.
You're completely naked.
What? Looks around. Have the shrooms worn off yet?
Your idea of a joke.
Oh man.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
Use a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical
If you
supplies
drank an
on
animal and eat it like right after, wouldn't?
Just, yeah.
I don't know how hunting works too much. I've never hunted, but like
I'd never use a tranquilizer gun.
usually you would kill it and then eat it because it's supposed to be dead when you eat it, right?
Yeah.
No problem.
So why do you need to make it?
Well, you only been issued a tranquilizer gun on this mission as it is.
Okay,
That's all you have.
but like,
a tree.
yeah,
Stand in
okay.
front of it.
And a knife, like I
Cover
said.
the ivy and
Right.
press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85.
So I was going to send me honest, just tell him, stab it.
I'll give you a call if I need
Yeah.
to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
I remember when I first played this, like, I was trying to figure out the controls. Actually, I gotta refigure them out a little bit, but
Oh man, that's.
it's very dramatic. Like,
Oh, by the way, Josh is starting off by playing.
yes,
Yes.
the hitbox for this role is so fucking large. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you'll have a lot of fun with that. I can already see it happening.
Splitter, olive, drab.
Yeah. Oh, another big thing about this game is
That booty.
you
Sorry.
need to yes, you need to constantly be paying attention to your surroundings and looking at your camo meter up in the corner.
Oh, is that just how visible you are?
It's how camouflaged you are.
Okay.
So 50%, 10% camouflaged. You know, lower you get, obviously, the better. And
Got it. Okay.
So like you'll just go to your survival viewer. Oh, you can't even fuck with it right now. That's right. The rest of your shit. What? Oh, that's right. The rest of your camo is in the backpack.
Okay. Interesting.
Come on. That's it.
He must put his back against the tree.
Just kick the tree. I can't climb. What? Okay, it's triangle. It has been some time.
Oh man. Wow, he climbs so well. Oh man.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack.
Whoa.
In the
That's-
survival viewer,
makes sense.
weapon
You know,
or
I mean, you
backpack.
put it somewhere, right?
Your available
Explain
weapons
this
will
to,
be
like, a-
displayed in a window
like-
in the
Is he
upper
like a spy? Is that what it is?
From that list,
He
choose the
is
weapon you
both-
want to
He's like a
equip
soldier
and
spy
press the
kind of
enter
situation.
button.
Combination of, yeah.
Yeah.
pretty
Other
much.
equipped items just do the
He's
same
like a special
thing for
operations
items.
unit.
Okay. Yeah,
Use
that
the
makes sense.
survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance.
Yeah, you can't aim as
Shoot
well.
accurately, for example,
Okay.
Yeah.
your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer.
Fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed
Good.
to be any American
Right.
soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident.
Beautiful.
Can't
Great.
let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a
Yeah, if
ghost
you,
safe in every
If
sense
you
of the
play
word.
the difficulty
No
European
rescue or
Extreme,
capture.
like, no
Military
matter where you
or
are in the game, if you get
any
seen,
involvement in
you start at the beginning.
Then I'll just have
That's
to take care
unfortunate.
of myself.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's
Afraid so.
terrible.
You've been
I've
given a
never
fake
tried.
death pill for that purpose.
Huh.
SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
You
Just
don't.
take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth?
Wait, how do you take a pill if you're dead?
That's the one.
Like if you're
Take
unconscious?
But you know, sometimes games, like, in cutscenes will explain, like, the tutorial to you, and it's just like, you kind of just ignore for a minute the...
I'll keep it in mind.
Reality.
You
Yeah.
said this was a solo mission,
but
right?
I guess the idea is,
I
like,
guess that means
it makes him so, like, numb and dead appearing, but he can still move his mouth.
Mission
It's like,
rests
in his tooth,
entirely
you can
in
kind of just,
your
like,
hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
One-man army.
Relax, because the support
I can
team
fight
ready
that.
to back you up over the radio.
I'll go with that. That
yeah,
works.
it's easy. It's actually easy
This
to
time,
imagine, kind of.
survival
Yeah.
is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
A parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name? Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission.
It's funny because, you know, like,
That's right.
you don't really have to memorize it.
State of your health.
Good to know.
it's literally like,
There's
it just
one more
appears right
person I
there
want
when you go to your...
introduce you to, Snake.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like,
Speaking of
I mean, it doesn't make
snakes,
sense.
It adds an
you remember
aesthetic
the
to
boss,
it.
don't you?
Yeah.
A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Bosses?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
Not that he cares.
Wow.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about it.
What?
The boss and him go back.
You sound thinner.
What's that supposed to mean?
They have a very deep connection.
Why you disappear
Interesting.
all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with it.
What?
I was on a top secret mission.
Talks about like some philosophical idea of the world. Is that why you abandoned me?
It's not as close to question.
You know, he's still hurt. He's still hurt about it.
I get it.
You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not.
Like she was like his mom almost.
A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the
Wow, politics.
Yeah,
no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times.
Almost there.
People's values change over time. And so do the leaders of a country.
I promise you, they're not all this
so
long.
There's no such thing
I'm
as
glad we got like
in
5 minutes of
terms.
flag.
I know. Not even.
And we collide with terrain.
Constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake.
Wow, professional.
Right?
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss.
She's literally like the top soldier in the world. Like, well known, like,
group of heroes that brought the war
and like,
to an end
it's just funny that she like that slipped her mind. Like, oh,
legendary
yeah.
hero.
Code names.
You'll be fine. That's right, Snake.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in Green.
Right, like not very hard to.
It's pretty obvious spoon feeding us this information through dialogue. But this is funny because like in real life context, like
no one would be saying shit like this.
Right. It's funny how they're doing it.
Next to the major.
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Thanks, fam.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid enemy
DSP
combat
is
and
like
don't
very
let
like.
anyone see you.
It seems like he's very ADD.
Don't forget.
So like he
this
could
is a
not
stealth
handle
mission.
this at all. Like he was just constantly, oh, shut up, come on, and he doesn't know what's going on.
Interesting.
The basics of CQC.
Is that his facial hair? Or is that like... No, okay. Never.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought like he had like hair on his forehead even. I know it's just like... This was like camouflage on him, right?
No, yeah, it's part monkey.
Oh, yes.
Now.
I mean, he is an ape, technically.
Technically, or you know.
Humans.
All right.
Oh, man. I think I'm actually going to end the episode here. We'll start for the next one.
Alrighty.
But yes, thank you guys for watching. And
Now I am literal cancer.
we'll see you next time. That's a snake.
Yes.
Mr. Snake.
Mr. Snaky Snack.
Oh, you're a mean one, Mr. Snake.